Greetings one and all. Welcome back to my kitchen here today, where I am going to be making a nice liqueur, after dinner drink. Very well known, very well loved, and it's limoncello. So, obviously lemon, one of our main ingredients. And what I've been doing so far is I'm going to use a total of 8 lemons, but all I'm doing is taking the zest, the peel, off them, and I'm taking it off really thinly, so I'm eliminating the amount of this pith or white bit. When there's a little bit there, I'm just sort of scraping that off as well as I go. Now this video is going to be shot over the course of about a month. But don't worry, it's going to be it's a very simple recipe. It's just the time. It'll be a pretty short video because it's a very simple recipe. Let's get on with it. Alrighty. I've got the zest off most of those lemons, most of that white pithy stuff off it, not all of it, but most of it. Now I've got here just a glass jar. It's about 2 litres. I've rinsed that out and washed it in boiling water. Not that that's necessary because alcohol is pretty sterile. Well, this vodka is, which is what I'm going to be using. But first of all, I'm just going to get my lemon in there. Yeah. Of course you drop it on the ground, you dickhead. Alright, now I've got one 700ml bottle of vodka here. I'm going to use the whole bottle. I'm just going to get a lid onto that. And that's it for phase 1. I'm just going to put that away now for a couple of weeks. Alrighty guys, so here we are about 4 weeks later, and my vodka spirit has been soaking in these lemon peels, lemon zest, for 4 weeks now. So I decided 4 weeks was the optimum time, and you can see here, or maybe you can't see, but the peels have gone a really pale, almost white creamy sort of colour. Don't know, see if we can see it up close. And anyway, 4 weeks, plenty of time. So just another step to go to finish off our limoncello. So I'll get on with that now. Alright, now as you probably know, limoncello is a sweet liqueur. So it's got the lemon flavour, but it's also got a really sweet element to it. Now we're going to add the sweet element to our liqueur just with a simple syrup. And by simple syrup, I just mean simple water and sugar. So in my pot here, I'm going to add, I've just got 400 mils of water. And I'm not going sickly sweet, but like I say, it does have to be sweet. I've got 3/4 of a cup of just granulated sugar. And what I need to do is just get that up to a simmer and totally dissolve that sugar into that water. Now I've calculated sort of roughly We started with 700 mils of that vodka, which was 40% alcohol. So from what I can see, most of the limoncellos are around about 30% alcohol. So I only really need to add about 200 mils of liquid to sort of dilute that. I don't want to over dilute that vodka, so that'll get it around, I don't know, somewhere between 25 and 30%. I'm only really guessing, but so that 400 mils, I actually want that to sort of dissolve and evaporate. Once the sugar's dissolved, I want to evaporate it by about a half to about 200 mils, and then I'm going to let it cool down. So I've just got here a big sort of square, actually what it is it's actually a storage jar, but I'm going to utilise it for my limoncello manufacturing. So the first thing I want to do, just while my syrup's cooling down, which is reduced down to 200 mils now, but still piping hot, is I've got a strainer here, and I'm going to get my lemon mixture and just decant it. Into there carefully, and like I was saying before, you can see how pale that was, bright yellow, and I'm just going to give that peel a bit of a squeeze. There's not much juice in it, it's actually really gone sort of dry and almost crispy like so, but just make sure you do get every drop that's available. Now this is only made of Pyrex, but we're not going to be storing this for long in here. I'm basically just going to be using it as a vessel to mix up my syrup into there. So as soon as my syrup's cooled down, I'll get back to you. So now I'm going to bottle my limoncello. Now I've just got these little, and they are little, cute little bottles that I just recycled. They actually had Prosecco in it, Italian Prosecco, so they are actually made in Italy, little bottles, but they were sort of like little just single serve wine bottles, and I just think they look cute, so that's what I'm going to use. And because I haven't got a great quantity of this, I'll be able to make a few bottles, smaller bottles rather than sort of one or two large ones. So I'm just going to and I just kept these rather unattractive screw top lids that came with those. So yeah, but they screw on really tight. Now I'm going to exercise a bit more patience. I've waited 4 weeks, so I'm going to wait another just a couple of days, 2 or 3 more days, just to let the oils and that lemon and syrup sort of combine a bit more in the actual bottle, and then I'm going to put these in the freezer. And because you're supposed to drink it really icy cold, and then when the time comes to taste it, I've actually got a imported version from Villamassa, and I haven't tasted that yet either. So I'm going to do a taste comparison between mine and the imported version from, where is it from? Sorrento, made in Sorrento, Villamassa, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'll see you in about 3 days. Alrighty guys, so yeah, the day has finally arrived to taste my limoncello. Yeah, it's been quite a while waiting. As you saw, 4 weeks extracting the flavours from those lemon peels, and then I've left my limoncello in these bottles for a few days, only probably about 2 days, and then I've had this in the freezer for the last 24 hours, along with my control Villamassa, imported from Italy version. Yeah, so I'm quite excited to taste these now. I haven't tasted them yet, so this is going to be an absolute first try. Now, just quickly before I taste them, I just want to qualify what I'm about to do with the tasting. I'm in no way a limoncello expert or aficionado or connoisseur, whatever you want to call it. I have tried it once or twice, and to be honest, I found it nice, but to be a little bit sweet for my palate. And you might have noticed in my recipe for mine, I did add sugar. It needs to be sweet, but I backed off probably a bit than a lot of the recipes tell you to do. And at the end of the day, I'm making limoncello for myself. And so I did that just in anticipation of making it more for my palate. So without further ado, let's get to it. Now, the first thing I notice, just visually, looking at these, is mine is a lot clearer, like not cloudy, whereas the Villamassa one, yeah, it's quite cloudy now. From what I can see, the authentic limoncello in Italy does have that more cloudy appearance, so appearance wise already, yeah, mine's probably not quite up to it. Let's give it a taste. First up, let me just say, it's a really strong taste. It's really got that real strong lemon flavour. There is that sweetness there, I can taste it there now, sort of on the back of my throat as it's sort of coating it. You initially get that harshness of the alcohol, but then it sort of disappears really quick, and I have to say, that's rather nice. I really like that, actually. Let's taste the Villamassa. Alright. Oh, yum. Okay, straight away I'll say that is really yum as well. I was expecting it to be really super sweet, and it's sweet, but it's not sickly. The alcohol actually tastes stronger, believe it or not. So I'm thinking there must be a higher percentage of alcohol. It says it's 30%, so maybe I haven't calculated it to be 30%, so maybe it's a bit less. I don't know, in the 20s. Don't get me wrong, you can taste the strong alcohol taste in that, in mine, but that tastes even stronger. Wow, they're both really good. Look, I said I'd be honest, and I'm really going to have to call it a draw. I actually really love both of them. with the caveat being this little 500ml bottle of Limoncello, I have to say, is quite expensive. So yeah, more expensive than a cheap bottle of vodka and a few lemons. The lemons weren't cheap either, so maybe it worked out maybe about the same, I'm not sure. It's not about the money anyway. They're both really nice. I'm going to call it a draw and leave it at that. And I just want to thank you all for watching. And thanks to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. And I know this is a bit different than my normal cooking video, but it's still, I guess, a food video. Well, lemons are food, I guess. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, whether you're a subscriber or not. But if you haven't subscribed, can I ask that you hit that subscription button? Doesn't cost you anything. There's no obligation. It just helps out my channel no end. And I will see you all next time.